now for Money Matters with finance columnist Maya Fisher-French. And joining me, of course, today we're talking the 2022-2023 tax returns, right? This also includes all tax deductions. And Maya says now, with the end of this month being the end of the financial year, now is actually quite a good time to get your finances in order and make sure you are using those tax deductions. So, Maya, thank you for your time and good morning to you. Let's start there. What tax benefits can I actually take advantage of before next week?
Yeah, so this is, government runs its taxes, its tax year end at the end of February. So next week, by the way, I will be, well, not next week, tomorrow. I'll be in lockup for the national budget. Yep. So that's when all our new taxes will be announced. But what, of course, we can do now is there's some tax benefits we can get, make sure we get by the end of February. The big one, of course, is your retirement funds. Whether you have a retirement annuity or even if you have a company fund, you can speak to them about topping it up. You can basically contribute up to 27.5% of your income into a retirement fund and have that as a tax deduction. It's limited to 350,000 Rand a year. But this is a nice one. If you perhaps are earning additional income, maybe you have rental income from properties, those sorts of things. A lot of people forget they have to pay tax on this. A nice way to reduce your tax burden is, of course, to put your money into a retirement fund and secure your retirement at the same time. And another really important one, and we talk about it quite often here, is tax-free savings accounts, my favorite thing. You can invest up to 36,000 Rand a year. And what I think a lot of people forget is that that year is actually from the 1st of March. So you can still put in your 36,000 Rand this month and make sure that you've utilized that, because from the 1st of March, it starts again. So those are the two really big ones that I think you need to take advantage of.
Yeah. And also, with that being said, is there any other admin that we should be equally taking care of at this time?
Absolutely. Actually, we always rush around when tax filing season comes. So now's a really good time to make sure you've got your documents in order. So first of all, if you claim travel expenses, make sure you write down your odometer reading now at the end of February, because that's what you'll have to use, your odometer reading. Make sure your logbooks are all up to date. Another big one is actually medical deductions. If your scheme, if you've got have had a lot of medical bills this year, you could actually get a deduction for that. So make sure that your medical schemes, if you need to get the bills from the doctors, just start looking at all the things that you could be deducting for. For some people who work from home, they're limited, but there are deductions for home offices. Just look at what all those expenses are that you can deduct from your tax when you file your taxes in July. But start now. Make sure that you've got all those pieces of paper, because as I said, it'll be all your expenses up to the end of February. So just a good time, I think, to get a little bit of admin in order.
Right, Maya, thank you so much for giving us all these tips. Maya Fisher-French, making sure that we make sound financial decisions. Make sure that, of course, you do take note of all of them. Admin that you need to take care of, so you're not running around when it's tax season time, and also taking advantage of all the benefits that have to do with tax benefits, with regards to retirement funds and your tax-free savings account. Thanks, Maya.